have any guests?
President Sharon, fellow Lions, we have two guests, and they are our guest speakers, so they'll be introduced later.
Thank you. And Lion Penny, do we have sunshine?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, we have one card back here. It's for Tammy Williams. She had a procedure done last week and she is recovering at home. And if you have any questions, talk to Lori.
Okay, and before we get on with Happy Bucks, Marlene had a quick little announcement.
President Cheryl, fellow Lions and guests. We're pushing out just a questionnaire, getting a little feedback from everybody for the social that ICE gave us. And so if you can just fill them out, read them on the tables, and then send them out, we'll collect them at the end. Thank you.
Okay, and with that, we'll get on with Happy Bucks.
Okay, yes, let's grab it up there. Back here. So let's interrupt House President Pat Palmer's lunch and make him stand up once again.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, let's see, the first Happy Buck is for the cool basketball jerseys that the front table's wearing. Those look pretty sharp. Gee, Hal, how come we aren't selling those, man?
If I had one, I would.
All right, yeah. So, let's see, second Happy Buck is gonna look like, another weekend of, working on the RV. Yeah, that should probably actually be the same, but that's okay. Third Happy Buck actually is gonna be is that, Friday morning taking off for Yakima for boat races. That's gonna be an awesome time, awesome fun weekend. These little 16-foot ridiculously high-powered boats go, you know, just under 100 miles an hour in 60 seconds. It's pretty amazing. Let's see, the next one, fourth Happy Buck is all my kids are healthy. That's a really fun place to be. They don't often battle a little weird infections and that kind of stuff. So it's always good to have them check in. Fifth Happy Buck is I get to hang out with you guys. Yay!
Thank you. Who's next? Who's next?
I gave him one, I have one, and I told David I would read it to him.
Pass this to Governor Maryland.
Thank you, Mr. USA. You're pretty patriotic and supportive of our country. Thank you. That's right, he's selling Go Forth buttons. Cool. All right, President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, what happened? I gave you my dollar. I just wanted to promote the installation dinner coming up next week. We have a lot of fun things planned for this particular group of incoming officers, so I'm hoping you'll be able to come and support us. And we're just going to have a lot of fun.
Thank you. I gave my check to that for Rick. I hope Rick didn't change it and make it up to himself. Wonderful. Ms. Sparkman?
Yes, President Sharon, fellow members and guests, I have two Happy Bucks. And I'll have to tell you, I'm probably the proudest grandma there ever was. We had graduation, Mark Morris the other night, and there were special awards to two students, one a boy and one a girl. They were voted on by the faculty, the teachers, for leadership, volunteering, and giving back to the community and to the class. And one of them was Bryce Sparkle.
Go ahead. Do it. He did it. Here you go, Steve.
President Sharon, Lions and guests, I have one happy dollar, and it's because of a letter we received. Actually, it's a thank you, and I'm going to read it to you. Dear Pioneer Lions, thank you for your $2,000 scholarship. This will help pay for books and tuition at Mount Hood Community College. I plan on obtaining a nursing degree while playing basketball there. Your support will make my goals easier to make. Thank you for much again, sincerely. And we remember her well, Brianna Garwood. So it's really nice of her to do that.
Thank you. Vice President Cindy.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have some happy money. One is yesterday I finalized our cruise to Alaska in September for Jim's birthday. I figured since he spoiled me with a road trip with a motorhome and hotels, the least I could do is pay for a cruise for him to go to Alaska with me. You can fit the suitcase, you can go. All right. And what else do I have? I'm happy and excited about our installation dinner. It is going to be a lot of fun. And I just wanted to tell people, or let people know, if you're not going, even if you're not going to the office, you're more than welcome to join us. It is a lot of fun. You get to socialize with Lions one-on-one instead of being in a big room or at a work party or what have you. So if you want to come, please join us. It'll be a lot of fun. It's sun shining out. My garden's doing well. I know it is. It is. But I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you. Is this you? George Washington, here you go.
Tail twister, sloping foreheads. President Sharon, Carol Lyons, and guests. Wow. I already forgot what my happy dollar was. I was happy at sometime last week.
I don't know if I can use that on anybody else. Terry Woodruff? That's one trick, Terry Woodruff.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, a couple of happy dollars. The first one is I played golf yesterday, and it was one of the better rounds I've ever had in my life. It just sort of reminded me of Caddy Shack and the police that's playing golf with the brother. But I had to keep playing because it was pretty good. Anyway, the other one is I hear that summer's coming here this weekend, and I plan to be around.
Thank you.
Bill Murray.
Bob Piper?
All right, here's the happy President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. My happy dollar is we had our last Comic Con at Safeway Friday. Yay! A record day in sales and donations. And thank you all for your hard work. And last Thursday night, I asked for volunteers to come help cook a little corn ahead. I had 15 people show up at the shop. They were just climbing all over everything. We didn't know what to do with them all. I thank you all and appreciate your help.
Thank you. Mike Parker? Ask Mr. Governor, Mike Parker.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I don't know what you call this dollar. Last Thursday, I had the honor of going down to the high school in Cathlamet and present 3 scholarships in my dad's name. But on the way down, it dawned on me the date was June 4th. When I was making the presentation, I mentioned to the students on the stage that 62 years prior to that exact date, I graduated from that school. And I could hear breaths going on. And I knew most of them were thinking most graduates are 18 when they graduate. My God, he's 80 years old, he's old. And I told them, go ahead and think that because I do it all the time. Old and ugly.
Truth is powerful. Kurt?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, I have 3 happy dollars. One happy dollar to my son, one to his wife, and one to the baby that's on the way, my first grandson. They had a baby shower this weekend, and the guys were invited. I didn't know guys went to baby showers. We started this baby shower, and all the women just, dumped all sorts of gifts on my daughter-in-law. She was just buried in gifts, and little dungarees for babies. They're cuter than hell. It was so cute. So, and then, for us guys, of course, we were reaching in our pocket and handing my son cash, and so, yeah, it was a good day, and I'll keep you posted about the baby.
I never said this. President Sharon, fellow lines and guests. Actually, this is to Rick. I am so sorry, Rick. I will not be at your installation because I have FIFA World Cup tickets up in Seattle. When we play Australia, which I have relatives over here, so this ought to be fun. And, oh, by the way, I only know about one, so I'm going to say it now. It's Carrie Ann's birthday.
President Chair, fellow lines and guests, couple of bucks today. First one is the kettle corn sales. 3 times up, 2 Fridays and that Saturday. We're going to present a very, very nice check over to AWPPW, Bob, for all of our work, and it's going to be a big check. The second one is, look it up, they see those all-stars up there. How come 31 and 13 have tip outs?
You're too young, you don't have
President Chairman, fellow lines and guests, I have a happy dog because last week I had exact change for the first time ever for lunch, which means I had no extra dollars. I owe a dog from last week. So. Speak twice, yeah. No, I didn't speak twice. I didn't have my pin on. You're the tail to us. I guess so.
Mark Telsch, past District Governor Mark Telsch.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, there's $5. Dollar number 1, very happy to have gone to my Aunt Lala's 100th party. It was outstanding, and by the way, it was in Hawaii, so it was pretty nice to be over there as well. Dollar number 2, very proud of the Longview Pioneer Lions. Even over there, the Yukon disaster was all over the news, and I was able to follow along. Thank you everybody that stepped up and raised funds. That's phenomenal. Dollar number 3, those of you who have been around a long time, like Greg, actually Kurt probably remembers some of this as well, but many years ago when I was active in concessions and concession share, there was a little girl that we put on the cash register because she was a lot better at doing the math than the Lions did. Our daughter is now grown up and off on her celebrating her 20th wedding anniversary. Really old. So that's the way it goes. $4 sad that I missed the annual convention for MD19. See all the shirts that kind of reminded me of that. 2 years in a row I missed one. I think I've only missed 3 in the last 30+ years. So. Yes, I am old. Thank you for reminding me, Dave. By the way, well, it's a row. Well, it comes without end, so it doesn't matter. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it.
Thank you. Vice President Roy.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. If you notice these shirts up here, I was the recipient of 9 tickets, and we got a card. And I ripped off 2 of the buttons, and I thought, well, what the hell? These uniforms were in a clear plastic box, which I in turn put 2 tickets in because there wasn't any tickets in it. And I ended up winning. So I got yellow ones and blue ones. And I thought the blue ones looked the best, so I gave them to these 3. and just so that we have them. And I still have to get one to Sharon, so. Anyway,
Thank you. Mom and Dad. No money? Me, past President Carrie. Happy birthday.
Want us to sing again?
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, just a quick thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I'm leaving here and I'm going straight to Ross so I can get my senior discount today.
That's the highlight of the birthday.
Past Council Chair Hal Vaughn.
Thank you very much, President Sharon, fellow Lions guests, and the most critical, important people in our club raising money. First happy bucks was watching our lion. Now, next time you do one of those things on TV, it's okay to wear your lion shirt, just so you know that. Yeah, did a real nice job. Second happy dollar was got up at 3:50 in the morning on Friday and ended up in Toronto about 7 o'clock at night. And the good news, I'd never been to Salt Lake City before. And the true purists say going to the airport is not the same as going to the city. But some of you saw my post with past International President Patty Hill. She does send her greetings. She's the Canadian coordinator for a whole bunch of things, along with past International Director Alan Hunt. Alan is doing better. He's doing better. Most of you had heard he had lost his daughter, and they're adjusting to taking care of the granddaughter by themselves. And for his wife, Lion Sonia, has had a minor stroke, and it's in her eye, and it's hard. Plus, they remodeled their house together. It's like, okay, that's crazy. Great time there. Heard some people talk. There was a 22-year-old lion there, and she talked about how her parents always hauled her off to projects, just like many of us have over the years. And then she finally said yes to be a member, and has already recruited 10 other young members her age, which we can do that too. And finally, the shirt order is going in. I have a sheet here. There's going to be availability of the bright yellow shirts, still $15, but there's going to be a zipper hoodie for $35. So, part of the marketing program, I'm passing this list around, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else? Hal, you went to the airport at Salt Lake City to see the new dinosaur they have.
I did not.
Did you? Was in the mirror.
Ouch. Okay, and with that, I will pass this on to our program chair, Lion Larry.
Madam President Sharon, fellow Lions guests, it's my pleasure to introduce you to fine ladies who are going to talk to us about, I think, aging in place, how to do it gracefully and successfully. The first one up will be Margaret. And she'll introduce her helper, she is supposed to.
Hi, I'm Margaret. I work over at Aging and Disabilities, and we have a new intern this summer named Natalie. And y'all are a fun group. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but this is a very fun atmosphere, so I'm glad to be here. I'm going to get myself set up over here with my house.
We have applications.
I actually am part of the Junior League of Lower Columbia, so I do volunteer, but my grandparents were part of the Lions of Kelso, so I might be interested.
You could transfer.
So today we're just going to talk a little bit about aging in place and what services we have over at the area agency, as well as some resources in the community that are accessible to you. So, the first thing that you should know, if you're not aware yet, is the front door to our agency is the Aging and Disability Resource Center. We have an email address, we have a phone number, and so I would just recommend that you call that before you start with anything else. There are AAAs that serve, which is the Area Agency on Aging, that serve across the United States. Every territory and state county is covered by one. Our specific area agency covers Clark, Lickitat, Cowlitz, Skamania, and Lehighton counties. And we are governed by a council of governments. And we have one county commissioner from each county that represents for a board of our 5 commissioners. We're funded through federal and state dollars. How many of y'all are familiar with the area agency already? I should start there too. How many of y'all are familiar with area agencies on aging?
I'm sure Carrie Ann is, and she just turned.
This is perfect for you. So, when thinking about aging in place, how many of y'all would like to age in your current home?
Like to age by the beach.
Yeah, pretty much everyone. So 92% of older adults want to stay in their current home as they age. And that's actually our goal as well, because not only from the state's perspective is it cheaper for them, but also people have better health outcomes if they stay at home. So that's the goal of everyone, to keep you at home. So, the 10 ways to age in place. This is pretty small, so I'm going to read it to you. I'm not going to assume that you can all see it. Keeping a roof over your head, making your home safe, preventing a fall, stay active and engaged, plan for long-term care, understanding Medicaid, eating well, getting help around, speaking to your caregiver, and building dementia-friendly communities. So, first thing, keeping a roof over your head. It seems obvious, but first things first, you need to be able to keep a roof over your head, so we have some tools and resources for you for home repairs, property tax relief, rental assistance. So another great website to check out is thebenefitscheckup.org. There's lots of resources there that you can peruse at your will with all the resources we talk about today, but specifically the housing needs one is great there. So, making your home safe. To stay in your home, you may need to make some changes to help you live there safely. We have some information and resources that might help you do that. So, improving accessibility. We have different programs and resources in the area that can help with grab bars, ramps, getting you to a first floor living arrangement or a single story, changing light bulbs, fixing broken stairs, removing rugs, preventing tripping hazards, essentially. So the big one I would mention is Love Inc. I will ask again, how many of you have heard of Love Inc? Nice, we love to hear that. We have programs in-house with DSHS also that we're contracted with as well, and Catholic Community Services has volunteer tour. And I heard recently that one of the volunteer organizations in town is hoping to partner with some of the core unions so that they can have electricians, contractors, people that are in their apprenticeships who need hours are going to be able to do some of those services for free as well. So I will stay in contact with someone here so that I can share that with you all when that comes. All right, another way to stay safe in your home is personal emergency response devices. So these can be watches, necklaces, buttons. They can allow you to call for help in emergencies, and they can look different, and they're a lot better in technology now than they used to be. They have fall detection, so you don't even necessarily have to press the button in order to get help. Preventing a fall. So I'm going to tell on myself, because I told Natalie this in the car. The last time I did this presentation, I was training for a triathlon, and I woke up and went to a 7 a.m. Rotary Club meeting after swimming several miles. And right at this point during the presentation, I had not eaten enough that day, and I fell from fainting. So it could be any age that you might need to prevent a fall. So there is a free falls checkup website that you can go to. Doesn't look like it's listed on there, but if you Google free falls checkup, it'll come up. Talk to your doctor or your pharmacist about possible drug side effects or interactions, vitamin deficiencies, or issues you might be having with your feet. Working with a physical therapist, improving your balance and strength, and checking for your eyes. vision, because there's lots of different things can contribute to a fall that are really easily fixable. It's not necessarily that you're just a fall risk for the rest of the time. Okay, there's the website. Free falls checkup. I don't know, should I share this presentation with someone? Would y'all like to have this virtually? Or, I guess I gave some out, but anyway, sorry, I'm getting back to it. All right, another way to stay in your home and age in place is to stay active and engaged. You all are already doing that today, so great job. But also getting physical activity and volunteering, staying in touch with family and friends and making new friends, learning something new. So some great places to do that would be senior centers, Lions Clubs, YMCA, public libraries, city parks, faith-based centers, and technology learning options. There's also a program that we have here in Cowlitz County called Are You OK?, where people can get friendly check-in services over the phone, and that's through the Lower Columbia CAP. And I have their phone number if anyone's interested in that, but it wasn't on the slide, so find me after if you would like that. All right, another thing about staying at home that is important is learning to pay for long-term care. So Medicare does not cover long-term care, and some people have long-term care insurance, but it can be confusing and expensive, and currently Washington is about to launch the first in the nation WACARES. Has anyone heard about WACARES? Excellent. So this program begins next month in July 2026. It's the first of its kind in the nation, so everyone's going to be watching us on our launch. Workers have been paying into it since 2023 through their paychecks, and we will cover more in the next few slides about it, but the Older Americans Act is another way that people can pay for long-term care. It was passed 60 years ago by the federal government, and it includes a wide variety of programs to support individuals and family caregivers. So, defining long-term care and caregiving. Long-term care is for when you need help from a paid professional to help you with activities of daily living like preparing food, bathing, and assistance with getting dressed each day. Sometimes you can have a family member or friend helping you as well that can be paid. Services can be provided in your home or in a facility. But it's important to note that this is not medical care like doctor's visits, wound care, or medication management. But it can also happen in a residential setting, like if you live in a skilled nursing facility or adult family home. So, like I said, most of us might not have long-term care insurance but have familiarity with it. If you can find it, it's expensive. When you need to use it, it can be difficult. There are lots of deductibles and waiting periods and rules. In Washington State, we have the first of its kind long-term care fund that will be available next month, like I said. People working in Washington have been paying into it since July of 2023. Everyone pays about 1/2 of 1% into the fund that is currently paying into it. Most of us will need to pay into the fund for 10 years similar to Social Security. However, people who were close to retirement age in 2026 will have a way to access the funds if they paid into it. I believe it's for 3 years, but don't quote me on that. An excellent resource if you have questions about WACARES is to go to their website. It's really user-friendly. Yes?
I have a great alternative to this. I married my wife 53 years ago, and I was planning for how things are now. And we both take care of each other. We don't cost each other, we don't charge. And so that's what I would recommend to all young people. Find a great partner and take care of each other.
Have lots of kids.
I agree, actually, that I do have slides later on about family caregivers, because even though currently we have some programs on waitlist, we do have programs that are centered around the family caregiver in order to help support those people who are providing unpaid labor, because sometimes they need a break so they can go to the grocery store, or they need to go to a Lions Club meeting and be able to leave their loved one at home if they have dementia or something that they're unsafe to be left at home. So WACARES can help with all kinds of benefits, and it's things that are not covered by health insurance or Medicare. Love me.
Was that a potential president's phone?
So I'm going to skip through some of the WACARES stuff because I'm going to encourage y'all to go to their website. There's a lot on there, and They just have better information there, so. All right, so then understanding Medicaid. So Medicaid requires a state recovery and a spend down of your savings for an individual, but married couples sometimes have a little bit more flexibility. Usually individuals need fewer than $2,000 in resources in order to access Medicaid. Pardon?
The hearing aid guys wanted to slow down just a little.
Okay. Sorry about that. I have been told that I talk too fast for my entire life, so it is a concerted effort to continue to speak slowly. We recommend calling us if you are considering Medicaid. Sometimes we refer people to Northwest Justice Project for advice on a particular financial situation if you have questions. Once you're ready, we can help you apply over the phone if you don't want to do it yourselves. And in Cowlitz and Wahkiakum counties, there are congregate meal sites at senior centers, TAP, and Salvation Army. And some of the other programs, services you can get while on Medicaid is home care and home modifications, supplies, equipment. But if you call us, we can tell you more. Another way to age in place is eating well. Food is medicine, so eating well will keep you well. Eating well is a key to maintaining your health. We have lots of resources to help. We have lots of resources to help you eat well, including home-delivered meals, congregate dining, SNAP benefits, which is food stamps, senior farmers market nutrition programs, and more. If you don't know how to cook, excuse me, we can help you find a class. And we did pass out some flyers about food stamps matching farmers market benefits, so you can take your food stamps to the farmers market to get fresh produce. All right, getting help, getting around. So some people decide that it's not safe for them to drive at a certain point, or sometimes you just don't want to. I also handed out some flyers about the signs of when you would like to stop driving, or how to have that conversation with someone if you have aging relatives like a 100-year-old aunt. And we have, pardon? Still driving?
Still driving. Only to the local grocery store.
We help older adults with transportation options, and some Medicare plans offer transportation to medical appointments, but we can help with much more than that. And this list includes some of the resources that are available. Yes, please help yourself. Community in Motion is available to people who are on Medicaid. River Cities Transit is public transportation, and they have tons of options. There's a woman named Doreen who works for them who does transportation education, so if you need to learn about how to use public transit, she's a great resource that I could connect you with. Cowlitz Reserve Ride, Cowlitz Community Services, again, those volunteers. There's Veterans Rides, special transportation providers. We have transportation programs in-house as well, so almost every slide I'm going to tell you just to call us and we can help you. All right, supporting the family caregivers, so those spouses and loved ones who are doing this already. We know it's hard to be a family caregiver. You do it out of love, but it can be financially or emotionally devastating. We offer a variety of caregiving classes and supports to help you manage that role. Trualta's website is also a great place to get additional information and support. It's free, and if you'd like to access Trualta, you can give us a call. We can set you up with a free membership. They have support groups, classes, all kinds of resources for family caregivers. And on the slide, it talks about how family caregivers spend about 25% of their own income on expenses related to caregiving. The average cost of lost wages and benefits for family caregivers 50 plus who leave the workforce early is about $303,000. And 2 in 3 working caregivers say a program that pays for caregivers would help. The assessment that we do around family caregivers assesses stress and burden and all these things to determine what level of risk they're at and what services might be a good fit for them. So again, if you call us, we can situate you with what you need. We have our own support groups. Here in Longview, we have a support group called Caregiver Coffee that meets the first Wednesday of the month at 1 to 3 p.m. at our office. We just moved over to 760 Ocean Beach, right next to the Dollar Tree. So if you are supporting a family member and you would like to come to our caregiver support group, please feel free to stop by. There's coffee, there's good conversation.
Go next.
I can suggest donuts. Yes.
I have a question. I know a couple of people that are home caregivers, and the main challenge that I've seen with being a home caregiver is the person you're caring for won't let you go. I've seen two of my friends that the person they're caregiving doesn't want anybody else to take care of them, so they don't get that respite care that they so need.
Yeah.
How can you address that? I mean, they have to reach out to you, I get that.
Yeah.
But how can you help get them to you?
So is the family caregiver willing to come to you, or is the care receiver the one that's unwilling?
It's the care receiver.
So the caregiver can always reach out to us, and they can get a case manager. They don't necessarily have to get respite set up, but sometimes having that family caregiver case manager can be a really good support person to navigate those conversations. That's one of their areas of expertise, is to how to journey through being a caregiver with someone.
Recently, I have discovered that there is a support group for dementia, Alzheimer's. Dementia is kind of an umbrella term that meets on Fridays at 1 o'clock over at the Kelso Senior Center, which used to be the Catlin Pool. And so sometimes they can help people kind of navigate through that because of their situations mentally, they might, find softer ways to connect them to be able to get that opportunity.
Yes, I did bring very few, because we have very few flyers about the support groups that Kelsch puts on over at Canterbury, but there are tons of great support groups in the area if you have someone with dementia in your life that you're helping support. So definitely reach out to us. We can send you flyers that have all the information. I was going to say something else about that. Maybe it'll come to me. Oh, up here at the front, we also have dementia roadmaps and dementia legal planning toolkits so that you can, again, navigate the transition from start to finish of what might we experience, what are some different things that come up. Here's some legal tools in order to get your ducks in a row before sometimes someone can't sign a power of attorney once we're to a certain point type of thing. And we have classes that are specifically targeted at family caregivers who are caring for someone with dementia. So again, like you said, softening those conversations, learning what works and what doesn't work, and also just empathizing with one another as we're going through that journey. Building a dementia-friendly community. So, like we mentioned, supporting the family caregiver is trying to prevent them from becoming isolated. Frequently, when someone will let someone come in for respite, it means that they're not able to go to the grocery store or their Lions Club meeting or something that really fills up their cup. And so these supportive services are put in place to make sure that that caregiver not only can continue to care for their loved one, but also cares for themselves. Because frequently when we're caring for someone else, we forget to take care of ourselves. And then if you have a health emergency or something happen, who is there to take care of this person for you? So we really need to make sure that we're taking care of the family caregiver as well as the person they're caring for.
All right, Chase. Do we need to pick the bucket back up?
Can you kind of go over that dementia while he's fixing his phone?
So the dementia-friendly community is actually something we've been working on, especially in our Clark County. We're working with C-Tran drivers, bank and credit unions, and other people throughout the community to help safeguard places and make the community a safe place for people with dementia. So if you would like to become a dementia friend, we can train you. We organize and sponsor dementia friends in Clark and Cowlitz counties, and it's easy to do, and we love it when more people are aware of the needs of people living with dementia. So please reach out if you all are interested in that. So the messages of Dementia Friends is dementia is not part of normal aging. It is caused by disease of the brain. Dementia is not just about having memory problems. It is possible to have a good life, quality of life with dementia, and there's more to a person than just their dementia. And like someone mentioned in the back, dementia is an umbrella term, and it can encompass quite a few things. There's lots of different kinds of dementia, and Alzheimer's is under the umbrella of dementia, but it's only one kind. So, we have one phone number to help you access our programs, information, and resources. Our Aging and Disability Resource Center is the front door to the agency, so you can either call or email us. When you reach reach out, please just be aware that you might have to leave a voicemail, but we will get back to you as soon as we can. And the rule is under 48 hours. And if it's not under 48 hours, I'm your personal contact to. Our agency has several other functions that are not included in this presentation, including kinship caregiving, which is folks who are caring for a familial relative who's not their biological child. So think grandparents helping their grandchildren, aunts and uncles, caring for their nieces and nephews. And then SHIBA, which I also passed out some flyers for, which is State Health Insurance Benefit Advisors. So think questions about Medicare, Medicaid, navigating the Medicare Savings Program. My Medicare doesn't cover my medications. What do I do? How do I switch to a different plan? And then the long-term care ombudsman program. So if you have someone living in a residential facility, they help navigate the communication between the facility and the resident to make sure that they're getting their needs met, and if you have issues, they help navigate that. So, that is my presentation. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Still on the main road.
Device that you wear around your neck, do you have to pay for the service?
So depending on if you qualify for services with us, you could privately pay for them, or if you qualified with us, there could be a program that pays for them.
But is there a monthly service on it?
Yes. Yeah, it depends on the service provider, who you work with, and like I said, whether you're on a program with us that you qualify for or not, but it is a monthly service typically. That either you pay for or our program will pay for. Anyone else? Yes.
Just not a question, but a comment from personal experience. My dad actually took care of my mother for about 10 years in Falls Harbor. And one thing we did to help support him in that was my wife and I would all go down. And I would go to him to a support group so he could get that into reaction for different people experiencing the same thing while my wife took care of my mother. But watching that for 10 years, I can tell you it's not an easy approach to do it. And what John said, unfortunately, wives are always there to help take care of them. And that was the case with my dad. At the point that she passed away, she'd actually broken her hip and couldn't recover from it because she couldn't experience the process of going through the recovery from the war. And so she did die in an assisted living facility paid by Medicaid. And contrary to what most people don't understand, Medicaid does not necessarily take the home in that case. It is left for the person who still needs a home for a place to live. So they never recovered anything from that aspect of it. My dad did eventually sell a home and moved into an assisted care facility because at 93, he really got too bad he could no longer take care of himself. And no one else was living with him. So the home did actually pay for his care in that home until he passed away at almost 96. But part of his experience was he had actually had his leg torn up at the age of 13 by hay rape in the field of Montana, pulled by a horse. Fortunately, it bounced over a ditch and he was able to drop off the tongue before that killed him. Now they wanted to amputate his legs. His mother wouldn't let him. And he healed him with best salt floats. So that didn't happen to anabolic back then. This is in the 20s. He actually continued from that point, played 4 years of active football and basketball in high school. At 11. And he also worked on truck lines, self-employed for 27 years. So there's a sad and success story.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, I would like to highlight what you said as well, that everyone must accept a state recovery if they would like to access Medicaid, but that doesn't mean everyone's estate is recovered. If there's someone else living in the home, or there's a lot of stipulations. So like I said, we refer folks to Northwest Justice or a financial worker at their office if they have specific questions about how to navigate that. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having
point out if we forgot about this presentation, we can post it on our website.
I'd like to present you with one of our Longview Pioneer glasses that you can fill with your favorite beverage. And we thank you for being here.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having us.
Okay, we have quite a few announcements today. Marilyn, we'll start with Marilyn.
Yeah, should Marilyn ask our dear guest how to take care of some stubborn old men? I'm more stubborn than he is. I win, don't I? I try. No. President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, for those of you who have volunteered at the Lower Columbia School Gardens, they always have an annual tea to celebrate the volunteers. So we, as Longview Pioneer Lions, received this invitation. I just got it last week, but it is this Friday, the 12th, from 1:30 to 4:30 in the North Lake School Garden area. So I do need RSVPs if you would like to attend. It's kind of fun. They do fix food from their garden. There are people that cook and put out just hors d'oeuvres, tea. It's herbally, very veggie, as Steve calls it. So, but anyway, RSVP by tomorrow. Let me know if you'd like to go. Karen, Rick, and I are attending, and I would love to see others come too.
You're driving your tractor there, Rick? Oh, good.
The other thing I just wanted to announce briefly is Boys and Girls Committee needs to meet today over here in the side after club. Did I get everything I said I wanted to say?
I think so.
Okay.
And you can just hand it to, Cindy. Where'd she just go?
That way.
Okay, so we'll come back, we'll circle around. Let's go to Greg first.
Yeah.
Hal, did you want to mention the shirts again?
Yes.
Okay.
Because 2 questions have already come up since I
Okay.
announced.
President, Chair, fellow Lions and guests, tomorrow evening is our monthly Sight and Hearing Foundation meeting. Everybody is more than welcome to attend and see what we do, and hope to see you there. Thank you. Canterbury Park, 2nd floor.
How?
What?
Oh, okay.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, the question is, where's the form for ordering shirts sitting? Okay, has it gotten up here yet? Okay, so a couple questions came up afterwards. How do you pay? Either a check to me or cash. I have Cash App and Venmo. Those other 2 things will work as well. So the order went in yesterday, and so I should have them in about 2 weeks before my term as marketing director is up for 2019. Never. Now, does anybody not know about these shirts? Okay. Okay, so if
It's 50-50.
it's 50-50, 50% cotton, 50% polyester, the same thing for the zippered hoodies. Same thing, okay? But they are thicker because they got that soft little sweet nice stuff inside that we all love. Come see me if you have more questions.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, a couple of announcements. Bob just let me know that our total for the 3 days of fundraising for Nippon families is approximately $12,500. And we're not quite sure at this point whether, what to do about taxes, so Karen's looking into that. Yeah, and then Pat Palmer, there was a request earlier to have a big oversized check made, so I don't know if that's possible. Okay. So So anyway, congratulations, everybody pulling together. That was awesome. And also, there is a very generous member of the community that came by on Friday and bought over 40 bags of kettle corn. So she had a group of friends that had matched funds. Anyway, they had cash to spend and they were running around town spreading the cheer, buying food from one place, giving it to responders, back and forth. So anyway, she took the bags of kettle corn that she bought and spread them around town, gave them out to people. So she and her group would like to throw us an appreciation breakfast. So that is Thursday, 9:30 at the shop this week. So if you're able to make it, I hear there's going to be a pretty good spread of breakfast foods. So Thursday, 9:30 this morning, and 9:30 in the morning Thursday. So if you're able to go, could you raise your hand so I can have somewhat of a head count?
For a little while anyway, a few minutes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Hope to see you there.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, we have a board meeting Thursday night at,
Thursday morning.
it says, yeah.
We have a
In the
monthly,
morning.
we have a monthly meeting
We have a monthly meeting
at
at
Ashtown.
Ashtown. Why does it say?
Monthly meeting.
Right.
You mentioned
Okay.
that.
We have a monthly meeting, June 18th at 6 p.m. Be there at 5:30 if you want a beer or wine or whatever. And it's at Ashtown Brewing. And then go
You
ahead.
can go ahead and do the other one too, since you have it. I don't care.
It's yours.
I don't care.
Do it.
Okay. We have a board meeting this coming Thursday, the 11th at 8 a.m. And the meeting is at CJAC, which is over by Happy Kids Dentistry, and the actual address is 1717 Olympia Way, and it's in Suite 203, which is upstairs. Anyone is, or any line member is welcome to attend, and there is an elevator. I believe that is all the, I guess. Oh, no, I don't think there's any more. We'll just continue on. No, go ahead, Spencer.
Just a quick update, President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests. My breakfast service is this Saturday at 1 at LCC in the gym, if anybody was wondering when that was scheduled for.
Saturday, I thought it was Friday.
No, we're setting up a little bit Friday.
Oh,
Saturday at 1, yeah. Saturday at 1 in the gym at LCC. There will be food. We'll have a lot of his favorite food there. Thanks.
Okay, Cindy is back now.
Cindy's back. Okay.
President Sharon, fellow Lions and guests, again, it's about the installation dinner. It's June 19th. It's $40 per person. It's at the Kelso Longview Elks at 5:30 for social, 6 o'clock for dinner. Your dinner choices are prime rib and or chicken cordon bleu with loaded mashed potatoes, green beans, and a strawberry almond feta salad with dessert. And if you'd like to go and you don't have the money, there are scholarships available. And I will be closing it this Friday, the 12th, and letting the Elks know the true number of people that will be attending. So if you want to go, if you can't afford it, let me know and we can take care of that for you. Thank you.
Okay, I believe that is everything. Oh, do we have another back here? Did I see a hand? Oh, okay. All right, if everybody wants to, if everybody would like to get out your blue tickets, we have, and I forgot to get my glasses, 438 615 615 Yep. Okay, Jay, over here, Judy. And while she goes ahead and picks for that, if you'll get your red ticket, we we have 793, 2, 9, 6. 2, 9, 6. 296, going once? Did I read this right? 296, right?
Yes, nobody has it.
296, going once?
Right after Pat, right before Lynn.
That's early.
It's an old person.
Did we already, do we want to draw another one real quick, or?
Wait a minute. What number was it?
Oh my goodness, oh, draw another one.
No, it's James.
No.
It's James.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, he was busy, that's okay. If it was Hal's, we would just say draw another one. Okay, and then we have the desserts.
President, Chair, and fellow Lions and guests. First pick goes to Jerry.
Oh.
And whatever's left over goes to Pat.
Okay, and what did we draw? The 9 of diamonds. Okay, everybody, have a great week and hope to see you Thursday.